Hi friends, I'm Mike Malcolm and this is Spired Tuesday, the video series that helps us evangelize Tulsa and the whole world using the beautiful art and architecture of Holy Family Cathedral. Today we're going to be talking about the weather and how looking at a stained glass window helped us identify the true beauty of our Stations of the Cross. This is the crucifixion window, but I want you to focus on the background. Look at the sky behind Jesus. It's very turbulent and angry. We can see that as he dies on the cross, there's an eclipse of the moon. This was the inspiration for a project during our renovation that took place about 15 years ago. The turbulent sky in the crucifixion window was the inspiration for the turbulent sky behind the 12th Station of the Cross. And you can see how artist Cyndi Webb painted in the moon ready to be eclipsed. And some of the background elements, like the temple in the background, was directly inspired by our stained glass window. So first, a little bit of background. The Stations of the Cross used to be much larger. They were framed with a beautiful design that mimicked the high altars of the church. Those were cut away in the 1970s, the centerpiece kept, and then it was recessed into the wall. That all took place in the 1970s. At the same time, they painted the Stations of the Cross gray, and it ended up hiding a lot of the detail. When Cyndi Webb began work on the stations here at the first Station of the Cross, she discovered that the background had detail in it. It's a bas-relief type of sculpture, meaning that if you touch it, the columns stick out in a 3D fashion. They stick out further than the background. And that helped Cyndi choose how she was going to paint the Stations of the Cross. Here we are at the station where Jesus falls for the second time, but I want to focus on the clouds above everyone's heads. That was 3D as well. There's a bas-relief element to it where the clouds stick out from the background, and that helped the artist determine where to paint the clouds. But she added something to it. Instead of tranquil blue skies, you can start to see a little bit of circulation way up high. The day is starting to get darker as Jesus moves closer to Calvary. Looking further on in the sequence of the Stations of the Cross, we can see that the sky is starting to get dark. Those light blue skies are being replaced with darker ones and more turmoil with the weather. And by the time we make it to the stations that depict Jesus' death on the cross and being taken down from the cross, we can see that the sky is very dark and stormy. But when Jesus is taken down from the cross, we can start to see wind that's moved across the scene, and those clouds are being blown away. And in the final Station of the Cross, we see that although the day is dark, we can start to see some rays of light shining through, and that prefigures the resurrection of Jesus. Thank you for watching Spired Tuesday. I'll see you next week.